Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to hang out with me. Today's video, we have the new Lunar Beauty release. We have the Eternal Eclipse palette, the new brushes, and then a gloss and a lipstick. I will leave my makeup reviews playlist to watch previous reviews, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a like. Let's get reviewing. I am stoked for this collection. When I saw the palette, I don't care how basic it looks because it's very neutral with some pops of blues. I am notorious for loving pops of blues. I knew I wanted the palette and the gloss, and then I kind of was curious about the brushes when I was watching the release video, and I said, you know what, we're getting the whole thing, and here we are now. This is absolutely stunning, and this bulges out just a slight bit, and the blush palette, it does the same, and this is what the inside looks like. Oh my gosh, she is stunning. I don't even know where to begin with this palette. I do know I want to do some swatches really bad. Flare, Adamantium, Meteor, Gold Dust, Desert Sky. Wow. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed. I have no words of how pretty this is. Dusk, Rose Thorn, Sandstorm, Summer Sky, Earthbender. Both of these rows, the top row being shimmers, the bottom row being mattes, so creamy, so smooth, literally just gliding on the swatch. We're not even on my favorite row yet, and I'm already obsessed with this palette. Starry Eyed, Smoke, Deep Sea, Lagoon, Night Sky. And this is the entire palette swatched. I cannot stop staring at these swatches. They are absolutely stunning. I know that he did receive some criticism of it being more of a basic palette. I definitely think it looks a lot more exciting in person than it did in the photos. I cannot get over this last row. Everything about this just really excites me, from the packaging to the swatches, how everything feels. I'm ready just to wipe these away and put them on my eyes. Next, we're gonna go over the brushes. LBE1, LBE2, LBE3, LBE4, LBE5, LBE6, LBE7. These are definitely some of the softest brushes I've ever touched. And none of these bristles are shedding. That's a very good sign. I was very drawn to this brush set because I have tiny eyes and they're also hooded. I know this is not the case, but I just felt like this brush set was so personalized to me. It's really hard to find a good crease size. They're either too big, too small. I feel like this one is right in the middle. I'm always looking for a holy grail brush to smoke out my under eyes. I definitely think 6 and 7 are gonna be some good contenders. I liked how he kept the brushes on the more affordable side, especially that he went into detail about how many bristles do you put in a brush. You know, that can determine some prices as well, and that was something I honestly never considered. Now that we've gone over the brushes and the palette, I think it's time to create an eye look. I think I'm gonna start out with the shade Earthbender. I'll be taking the brush LBE1. The shade Earthbender is also generating some kick up. I'm going to just take this shade and slab it on the crease. I did go in super lightly because it is a deeper shade, and I had a feeling it would be very bam pigment. So I'm just going to work this up to my liking. But placed on initially, it is a beautiful shade. It's going on really easily, and the brush is applying it quite nice and effortless. And for reference, my eyes are primed with the Urban Decay Potion Primer today. For a deep, rich shade like this, fairly easy to work with. Taking LBE3, we're gonna go into the shade Sandstorm. Sandstorm also has a little bit of kick up to it, and I'm gonna be following the edges of where we placed Earthbender just to help diffuse it a little bit. I really like this brush to help diffuse. I can't get over how perfect these brushes are for my eye shape and how well that they blend out shadows too. I definitely see myself needing to get another brush set. These are gonna constantly be dirty. On LBE4, I'm gonna take Deep Sea. Oh, wow. Wow. This shade is where it's at. And then taking LBE5, we're gonna go into Night Sky. Oop, that one does have a little bit of fallout. And the specks of glitter, they're on. Yes. I was worried about that. I'm gonna add some eyeliner to my lid and waterline. Taking LBE6, we're going to take the shade Lagoon to smoke out the lower lash. So I like this brush. It's very soft, not scratchy, but it's almost too big to smoke out. So I'm going to resort to the LBE7 brush just to see how this one works. Yeah, I think for me, 7 worked out the best for the lower lash, but we are going to take 6 for the inner corners. And then lastly, Adamantium for the inner corners. Oh, wow, this shade is pretty. This brush is perfect to pack on a gorgeous inner corner shade. I know we haven't even added on lashes yet, but this is like a sexy palette. I use neutral shades, grungy shades, the bright shades. All the shades are just so pretty. Everything blended out so nice. The lid and inner corners are popping. I'm obsessed. I was a little nervous how going in with a deep brown and then trying to combat it with the blue on the lid, how that was gonna look, like a pop of color, but on your lid instead of your waterline. I'm gonna take my Zola lashes in the style Caliente. For bronzer, I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. From the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush, I'm going to take the shade Spacey. And then also by Lunar Beauty, I'm going to take the highlighter in the shade Venus. So gorgeous, even if it's highlighting my texture. Next we have the liquid lipstick in the shade Zaya. I have not tried any of his liquid lipsticks yet. I'm stoked. And this is Zaya Swatched. This shade is so gorgeous, and I'm not usually one for nude lipsticks. Oh my gosh. I like this doe foot a lot. Makes it nice and easy for application. This is a really comfortable formula. At first I was a little nervous because it dries down super quick. I ended up having to dip in twice just to fill in both the top and the bottom of my lips, but it is stunning. I cannot get over the shade. I was a little afraid that it might pull a little too much orange on me, but it is just so beautiful. This is like an everyday shade. I'm so drawn to my reds, berries, purples, so this is a lot for me. But I think it works out really nice with this collection because if it was a more brighter shade, I think it would be competing a little bit too much for the shades of what is going to be the focal point, and I think that this shade just complements the look very nice. And then lastly, the gloss in the shade Aurora. And that's Aurora Swatched. Hands down the best gloss formula I have tried. I hate sticky glosses. These are not sticky at all. They provide just enough pigment to your lips. It complements a lot of lipsticks really nice. My favorite shade is Starlight. I put this over my pinky nude shades and it just looks so stunning. It's just so comfortable to wear and they make your lips look so nice. Oh yeah, this shade is perfect for this liquid lipstick. Overall, I am super pleased with this collection. Everything just hit it out of the park for me. From the eyeshadow palette to the lip products to the brushes, I have nothing negative to say about it. I just feel like I'm thriving in this look right now. I love how grungy the eyes are, but then the lips are a lot more softer. This was an amazing collection. I'm already ready just to create another look. I have so many ideas. I feel so inspired after swatching it and after playing with the shades on the eyes. I know I'm gonna have to be constantly constantly cleaning these brushes, a backup is a must. And the liquid lipstick and gloss duo is just so pretty. I would love to know, did you guys pick up anything from this collection? How did everything work out for you? What are some of your favorite color combinations in the Eternal Eclipse palette? What's your favorite liquid lipstick shade? This is my only one. I'm dying to get more. And are you guys looking forward to Lunar Beauty's next release? Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.